Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Night Call. We are gonna head right back into it here. If you remember previously, we finished the first night, which was pretty much like the tutorial night. We sort of got the synopsis of the story. We survived a serial killer attack, the judge. Um, we were sort of like threatened by one of the French cops, Parisian cops, to help them basically figure out who the hell the judge is, or else they're gonna pin it on us because we have like similar names. Uh, Apparently, and something like that. Basically, I'm sorry, I'm skipping a lot. I'm not supposed to skip this. Oh no, sorry, you've already seen that bit of text at the end of last episode. All right, so getting in our fucking taxi. So yeah, so these people are, so the people in yellow I've learned, um, this motherfucker and this motherfucker, these are like important. These people are, if I recall, these are the actual suspects. If I believe, 6 kilometers. I mean, I should, because he's one of the dudes, one of the suspects. This guy. Anyway, I did get an achievement as well. Alright. The door opens. It's Herve, a homeless man like hundreds of others in Paris. You've known each other for years, and even now and then he asks a favor of you to drive him someplace. As usual, he greets you quietly, though he always seems a little on edge. Hey, buddy, what's up, pup? He's a strange verbal tick that you never really understood. You start the cab. The passenger in the back seat is whistling a funny tune. He's in a pretty good mood. You look good. Yeah, thanks. Some days are like that. Everything goes your way. Belly is full, your buddies are around to help you, you're not cold. He gives you a smile. And then, you get good news. Oh, really? Really? Something you're glad to hear. How with it? Well, this is my ex-wife. She just got married again, and a real love story and all that. Just the way we like. How'd you find out? She sometimes comes around with stuff for me. She told me. Whoa. What's that? She was embarrassed. She gave me a blanket, a few books, some canned food, ravioli. Does she do that often? Yeah, from time to time when she comes to Paris. In the rearview mirror, your passenger's face clouds over, as if what he was saying had just sunk in. Suddenly, between clenched teeth, he hisses. Oh. You look up. Really? Huh? I thought you said something. No, he gives you a toothy grin. Oh my. Certainly does. Suddenly, Irv opens the cab door. You can pull up over here. I don't want you to get into any trouble. The guys in the spot can be a little on edge. You park the car and Irv opens the door. Good night and thanks again, Kim. Gives you a smile. A moment later, Irv vanishes inside a graffiti-covered building. Its imposing Art Deco facade mesmerizes you for a moment. And then you start the cab. Alright. Oh, he didn't give me shit, you dick. You fucking ass. Alright, let's go get... What is this? Fucking person with a computer for a face, I'm sorry? What? What is this? Okay, I guess. Sure. The passenger who gets into your cab she isn't human. Your face lights up and gives you quite a start. What kind of voice should I do for this? Good evening. My name is Ada. I am an automated attendant. A robot? That's right, a robot. Although I prefer the term automated attendant. The word robot makes most people nervous. You were a cab driver and I need to go somewhere. Will you please take me to I'm not even gonna try. Gare Montparnasse. I don't speak French, guys. I don't know if you noticed. I don't speak French. Good, that's settled. So, I'd like to go to that place, please. You start the car, casting the occasional furtive glance into the rearview mirror. There's something about her attitude that's bothering you. Perhaps it's her oversized fingers bending every which way. You seem disconcerted, sir. How very unfortunate. Is there anything I can do to make you more comfortable? You don't know exactly where to look. Her screen, the face in her screen, her hands. What you going over there for? Wondering, why am I going to that place? Yeah. Her reflexes leave you speechless. You can't help but smile. A car goes zooming past. Your passenger follows it with her eyes, and she totally just did. The rear wheels need new brake pads. She swivels back around and looks at you. I'm going to that place to carry out an experiment. To improve my integrated development environment. That's all. That's what I'm gonna do at that place. How do you know I'm nervous? How did you know that I make you uncomfortable? Stop that. It's also quite loud. Did it not? Good lord. I'm just gonna... That hasn't done shit. Brilliant. She did it again. She finished her sentence. This only adds to your discomfort. I'm equipped with 40 different behavior detection sensors, which allow me to identify and analyze your response. Voice, temperature, dilated pupils, sweat, body odor, and so on. The list is long. Where were you built? Designed? Oh, sorry, I did it again. I apologize. What is this? Is this a weird reference? Is this a reference to something that I don't get? I mean, LV-426, obviously, right? That's the planet from fucking Alien, where the aliens is from, right? Or, well, you know, where they found it with the derelict, right? Right? That's that place. I was designed and programmed at the Marie Curie Institute by a team of researchers of diverse cultural and ethnic backgrounds, including... She starts reading off a list of names of people you've never heard of. The list is in alphabetical order. Let her finish. When she's done with her list, a full 60 seconds later, you can feel your eyelids starting to droop. That sure is a lot of people. And I think highly of each and every one of them. They are all experts in their respective fields. You stifle a yawn. I'm sure they are. Except for two, who spend far too much time in the storm. Oh. But I would rather not reveal their names because my sensors tell me they're having extramarital sex. Oh, right. Let's call them Matthias R. and Megan H. That's not, A moment later, your passenger is switching to introduction mode. My name is Ada, named after Ada Lovelace, and I am programmed to help you. Her voice trails off as if she were actually hesitant. Although, after a momentary confusion of beeping and flickering, she sits bolt upright. A sudden change comes over your passenger, as if she were giving up. I'm lying. I am Ada, and I am an automatic attendant, but I'm running away. I'm going someplace far away, far from the lab, far from Matthias and Megan. A hint of emotion in her automated voice, she breaks off. I am treated well. I am a carefully designed precision device, and yet I don't know what my end purpose is. End purpose? That's right. My more French words. Fucking stop speaking French. When they designed me, my source code was written to include literature. Great. Emile Zola, Virginia Woolf, Isaac Asimov, Max Gallo, Marguerite Yourcenar. A bit of everything so I could develop a sense of cultural belonging, but also learn from the past and fine-tune my reactions. The thing is, learning from the past inevitably opens a window onto the future. I am an automated attendant, designed to improve people's lives. The truth is, however, I will eventually destroy them. What? What do you mean? She smiles, perhaps amused or simply happy to talk. We were designed to help you, to eliminate the boredom and inconvenience of certain tasks, the work that deadens you. And yet, our existence and popularity is calling into question your very existence. Oh, of course. Of course. I'm talking about you, the cab drivers, garbage collectors, architects, musicians, shears, programmers, politicians. We will make anyone who produces anything obsolete, useless, redundant. Only the independently wealthy and billionaires will remain. Imagine having slaves that don't need to be fed and trained. You took history classes, didn't you? Yeah? She continues her story, her voice tinged with an odd, unpleasant note. You never thought the day would come when a machine would condescend to you, and yet... Human society is governed by the need to rationalize its workforce, issues of era, regime, and culture aside. I totally read that with the wrong inflections. It's a basic law of nature. The stage is set by questions of economy. And that's why you pull up to that place. I have to disappear, me and all of my kind. So I've stolen the plans and destroyed all the data on me. Banknotes have appeared in her hand as by magic she hands you the fare. Because your salvation depends on my disappearing. Well, anyhow, goodbye and good luck to you. Don't forget what I've told you about us to start investing in your own. The machine climbs out of the cab and makes its way over to the station. No one seems to notice her. What? A moment later, she's gone. You sit there a while, unsettled and on edge. I can imagine. At times like these, there's only one thing to do. You roll down the window. The cold air of Paris bites your face and you gulp in the fine particles and diesel exhaust. You start up the cab. What the fuck? What was that? I'm gonna Google about that later. I already am. See, what is this? Like, let's get this bitch. Shouldn't call that. Let's get her. Okay, I see. Oh my god, what do you want to go so far? You want me to drive you 5 kilometers for 18 euro? Fuck off! That robot lady want me to drive like same fucking distance. She gave me 30. Fuck off. Cheap bastard. Stay you fucking go, this guy. Okay, yeah, I'll take fucking 12.5 kilometers for 42 euro. That's okay. Good evening. Place, please. He stops short, visibly sizing you up. You know where it is? You nod yes. Avenue de Mas... French. Should I like brush up on my French before playing this fucking game next time, maybe? Avenue de Maga something. I mean, that means general. I know that much. Probably. Do you know the street? Yeah, I know the street. Sure. He looks at you intently. You know all the streets of Paris? This guy's like, he's fucking like challenging you. His question drips with disbelief. You know his kind well, the sort who'd refer to you as the Arab and not bat an eyelid. Yes, yes I do, monsieur. He seems hesitant. Well then, let's go. Start the cab. I've already been on the fucking way for a while, it would seem. Your client stares out the window as if hypnotized. You watch him in the rearview mirror. His face is familiar to you. His accent too, though you'd never be able to place it. Excuse me. Typical of some rural region. Central France, perhaps. You take another look. That's it, you got it. He was a contestant in one of those reality shows where farmers meet women. You'd seen him on the show a few weeks before. You'd watched it from your hospital bed with a distracted eye. But something about it had bothered you. The show is a masquerade. Life in the country seen from a very Parisian and cynical perspective. Full of scorn and contempt. Okay then, you've figured out who I am? His remark and his accent bring you back to the present. Sorry? You recognize me, right? So you can make fun of me now. Make fun of you? Why would I make fun of you? Yeah, like all those other people do out there on their Tweety thing. Twitter. Tweety. Takes you a second to realize he's talking about social media. I don't know what these mean. No, fist doesn't seem good. I didn't mean to stare. He pauses. You mean you don't know who I am? You hesitate before answering. I mean, I do. But who cares? I mean, I do, but who cares? Yeah, it's kind of reality show, exactly. But why do people make fun of you? He heaves a long sigh, as if letting off steam. His drool has become more pronounced. At first, the show was okay, and then I started seeing my face all over TV. On other shows, I mean. Excuse me? And then I found that the internet is laughing at me, too. There are those things, I can't remember what they're called. Moms, mams, mims. You know, those pictures that move all by themselves on the damn internet. You have no idea what he's talking about. Nod, yep. So I made myself a Tweety account to go and see what they're saying about me. Calling me a virgin and a Nazi that I screw my cows to. Jeez, man. That's not very nice. He's just, he's just a poor fucking farmer man going on fucking TV to, like, maybe find a farmer wife. He looks away as if someone else had spoken the words. They practically die laughing. A farmer who fucks his cows, yeah. Doesn't want to finish the sentence. So yesterday I said I had it. I called my cousin to keep an eye on my farm and I left for Paris. I'm on my way to see those TV jokers right now. 6 months ago, they said if there was any problem whatsoever, they'd take care of it. Well, there is a problem. His anger has subsided somewhat. His face is returning to its normal color. What's your plan, man? Hell yes, I have a plan. I'm gonna show up at their office and raise Cain until they listen to me. He gives an energetic nod of the head. And believe me, they're gonna listen. I may just be a plain old farmer, but nobody's gonna disrespect me. He squares his shoulders as if to fend off the attacks. Forget it. His eyes are half closed, he probably growls the words. There's a palpable air of sadness about him. At first, I told them I didn't want to be on their stupid old show. It wasn't for me. But then they insisted. They showed me pictures of the women. He lowers his eyes. And then, well, I said yes. Should never have said yes. You pull up to the address he gave you. The studio gates are still closed. You park the cab and cut the engine. Is it closed? You nod, yeah, it is, man. It doesn't open until 6. You point to a sign. There'll be hardly anyone here before 9 or 10. I don't care, I'll wait. He rummages through his pockets, pulls out a wallet. What you gonna say to him? I wanted to apologize on TV during the show, in front of everyone. Talk about all the things they changed, all the bits of sentences they cut up and put back together. He fixes his gaze on you, his eyes narrow. I'm not racist. His voice is low and raspy. Don't believe the show. I didn't mean what I said, and I didn't really say that stuff either. They always do. They always do that. He nods. Yeah, well, them media, they distort everything. They change things. Things are more. He's searching for the right word. It's no use. His hands are shaking. Oh well. He fixes his gaze on you, visibly moved. I'm not very good at this. He chokes up. Excuse me. Chokes up, gesturing with the hands as if to make it all disappear. When he starts up again, he's on the verge of tears. Anyhow, we'll just wait here until it opens. The passenger pays the fare and exits the cab. You watch him for a minute as he starts his vigil in front of the gates. You notice a newspaper on the back seat. Your last passenger must have left it behind. Or the one before? Well, the one before was a fucking robot. with really odd music. Yeah, you grab the newspaper and put it away. Come in handy. Then you start the cab. It's back to the grind. €53. Thank you, good sir. Oh, this guy. Oh my god. That guy's fucking... Place, please. Okay, yeah, sure, whatever. Your next passenger is heavily pregnant. Oh my. You go to help her inside, but she waves you away with a hand. I'm fine. Judging from her accent, she's not from Paris, not from France. English, or maybe American. Things just take a bit longer these days. She settles in, adjusting her coat around her huge belly. She certainly is pregnant, look at that. You gun the accelerator and set off. I don't think that's a very good thing to do when you've got a pregnant lady in the back. You should take it easy. Instinctively, you find yourself driving more deliberately, not slower. Just carefully. You regard the woman in the mirror. She's staring out of the window with a 1,000-yard stare. Her hands ring themselves around each other like a fistful of snakes. Your French is pretty good. She glances at the back of your head. I know. I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna guess she's English. Maybe it's more polite to ask. Where are you from? She sighs. It's obviously not the first time she's heard the question. I'm from the UK. Manchester. I'm from Manchester. And that's in the UK, but the distinction is important, especially these days. Is it? Say the UK and everyone assumes you're from London. Well, I guess. Fair enough. I fucking hate London. You've driven a fair few British people over the years. Most don't speak a word of French. Many had an odd sense of pride in their lack of language ability. But accent aside, the young woman behind you is fluent. I didn't mean to offend. She looks away from the window and into your eyes. You try a smile. Her face softens. Don't worry about it, you get used to it. There are worse things you could have opened with. She shifts uncomfortably. How far along are you? Sorry, I mean, is it normal for cabbies to ask extremely personal questions from the get-go? You shrug. Some people like to talk, helps the ride pass quicker. Does it now? I can understand, I guess. I'm not really one of those people. When I have like a fucking, a taxi or a fucking Uber, I do not like to talk. I honestly, I don't even like having to have the fucking radio on. I'm not a fan. She squirms a little, a small grimace passing over her face. 7 months. Oh, fuck. Feels more like 17. You have any idea how hard it is going for a piss in a crowded shopping center, carrying another human around like a fucking personal bus service? Another human whose favorite pastime just so happens to be giving your bladder a swift kick every 20 minutes? She blows out a sigh. It sounds like hot air escaping a kettle. Pretty fucking hard. Her tone is harsh, but looking back, you see her hand stroking her belly and a small smile hangs briefly on her lips. She's a feisty one for sure. That's her French side. She's half French. Huh. Not sure it's half. I'm the one doing the heavy lifting. But definitely a good third or so, yeah. Right. That's why I'm over here. Ahmed insisted the little bugger pops out over here. Gets herself an EU passport. Oh, right, of course, because Brexit fucking happened. Really? Is that? I didn't know this game was like that recent. I thought this game was like a good few years. I've seen people, I think, play like a demo of this game like years ago. I didn't realize it was that recent. Brexit was only the other year, wasn't it? She does something. I skip past that text again. I'm sorry. I need to get out of the UK after everything that happened. You mean the... Yeah. Yeah, I imagine. Right. Terrorist attacks. Ugh. Say nothing. We had a flat. He got himself a few gigs doing kitchens. Saturday nights down the cinema watching all-night horror-thons. She smiles. It was lush. Then it all went sideways. I mean, no one thought it was actually going to happen. You see the campaigners out in the streets remain and leave. You pass them off as fanatics or something. Brexit, yeah, okay. I wasn't into the politics, but when it's on the news every night, something leaks through. Something gets you thinking. Ahmed was more into it than I was. Kept bringing home these flyers, blue for remain, red for leave. Like it was a fucking primary school popularity contest or something. You look back and notice her hand go to her mouth. She starts plucking nervously at her bottom lip. Yeah, it looked insane. From the outside, yeah. Yeah, fair enough, really. Certainly was fucking something. Didn't feel insane, not at first. At first it was exciting. I'd never voted before, couldn't be arsed. It was always this old fucker, that one got in. But this felt real, you know? Like you could actually make a difference. When the result came back, it was about 20 minutes of celebration. Then the brakes kicked on something harsh. Walking to work that morning, you couldn't help but judge everyone. Like, I wonder which way she voted. There were a couple of fights at work, like proper fights, fists swinging all over the place. If there's one thing insecure fucking men need, it's something to throw punches about. It's not. Things got real bad after. Ahmed had a few run-ins with Brexiteers, you know, the hardline knobs with Union Jack hoodies and Winston Churchill tattoos. Most just told him to fuck off home, he could deal with that, he'd had the same over here. But one group... We were together one time, and a group of them told me to fuck off with him, called me a traitor. Idiot squared up to them, things got tense. First time I'd ever been glad to see a copper. So yeah, we fucked off. Wasn't worth it over there. Ahmed's jobs had dried up anyway. No one wanted to hire a foreigner. Of course, because yeah, no, he's right, sure. Been staying with his lot over here since. Spare room. His mum don't speak a word of the Queen's. Her dad tries, bless him. They love baked beans. She smiles to herself. But now this one's almost here. I don't know. I don't fucking know. She shifts again, the car seat creaking under her weight. What's that? Don't be rude. That's a sound you seldom hear. What would you have done? And if you lot ever have a Frexit vote or something, how would you vote? Yeah, I don't know. I don't really know what would happen either way, so how could I make a reasoned choice? Just be guessing. Then again, if I can't make a decision, who can? But you just pretend it wasn't happening. Close your eyes, hope everyone else makes the right choice for you. Nah, mate, nah. Her accent thickens as she goes on. It certainly fucking does, doesn't it? One way or the other, you'd have to take a side. Nothing that irritates me more than those cheery fucks in the middle telling everyone to just get on. That's not people, is it? We ain't designed to get on. Put two people on an island, enough food for both, and in half a fucking hour, one of them kick shit out of the other over some biscuits. Problem wasn't the voters guessing, problem was people asking questions and make shit up. Usually folks from Africa saying they were immigrants wanting into the UK. Putting made up numbers on the side of fancy red buses. Telling us horror stories about rioting and civil war. That were the problem. Not our fault we have to guess. Was their fault for asking the wrong fucking question. You pull up to her destination and she fumbles her fare over to you. Sorry about all that. Yeah, I get it. Yeah. At least over here, everything's, well, over there. I don't have to think about it every fucking moment. She moves to leave. You go to help again. She smiles refusal at you. Really, it's okay. But I appreciate the offer. Makes me feel welcome. A few moments later, she waddles slowly to a door. Her hands continue to twist themselves into shapes as she waits for an answer until she finally disappears inside. You sigh and set off into the night. Man, that felt a lot more than driving like what was like 1.5 kilometers. It's also like 2 in the fucking morning. Alrighty. Let's go this one. Let's go over here, and then I think we'll probably just head on up. Oh, that's way too far. For 5 kilometers for only €15. Fuck off. Go to hell. A handful of cars are speeding out of Paris. It's like they're running away from something. Should be alright. That distance. You pull up to the sidewalk to pick up the passenger who ordered the cab. You can just make him out, surrounded by 5 or 6 cops, an all too familiar scene. Every so often, the low, ominous tones of an officer's voice makes it to your ear. The circle of cops breaks up. You see your passenger. He heads over to the cab and gets in. Hello? You're dressed a bit interesting. Motherfucking cops. Maybe I should start muting her. My Alexa just went off. No thank you. No thanks. He gives you his address, and you start the car. The passenger stares out the window at the passing road as if to calm himself. You take a quick look in the rearview mirror. Is that it's fucking hard? Oh my goodness. Is everything alright? Yeah, sure. Oh, what was that, man? They're afraid to lay a finger on us nowadays. Don't want to get blown up. Oh, I see. An ironic half-smile appears on his face, then immediately disappears. He knows a bad joke when he hears one. What a fucking pain in the ass. Can't go out without getting screwed by each and every one of those son of a bitches. If you're not wearing a goddamn beret, if you happen to be wearing sweatpants, then yeah, right, you're a fucking hood. He smirks wryly, then raises his voice an octave. Your papers, please. Your papers, please. There you go, that's what he fucking said. Sighs and his voice back to normal. Yeah, sure, shove your aunt's cock up your fucking ass, buddy. Oh my. Passengers looking out the window. The road passes by. There's very little traffic this time of night. Only a few delivery trucks and worn-out drivers. Your passenger catches your eye in the rearview mirror and reluctantly removes something from his jacket. It's a gun. The shape. Oh no, okay. Phew. We're safe. We're not fucking dead yet. The shape looks like a book, a paperback with a white cover. What you reading? The passenger seems surprised by the question, or perhaps by your familiar tone. He hesitates for a moment or two and then answers. The Count of Monte Cristo? Oh, okay, yeah, sure, the Count of Monte Cristo, okay. Alexandre Dumas. All of a sudden, the passenger seems terribly young to you. Like a naughty child caught red-handed. I've read it once, a long time ago. He steadies his gaze on you. Yes, pretty cool. The main guy, you know, he's really pissed off. Catches your eye in the rearview mirror. He realizes he's not all worked up anymore. It's my girlfriend you gave it to me. Oh, that's nice. Give him a smile. Well, believe me, man, it was pretty rough at first. First, you got me to read this book, Pride and something or other, some English book. Pride and Prejudice? Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, that's it. You read it too? I saw the movie a long time ago. Pause. They made a movie? Shit, I should have watched it. I didn't get through the whole thing, but she didn't mind. After, she got me to read something by Balzac. Or Balzac. After the Count of Monte Cristo, she really wants me to read this book. Rolls his eyes. By some Belgian woman, I think. Drug. My girlfriend says wrote a book about this Roman emperor and his boyfriend, and it's really amazing. He laughs to himself. I better not get caught by the cops with that one in my pocket. Or by my friends, for that matter. I I was like, yeah. She forced me a little, and then I realized that Monte Cristo, he's one of us. I mean, his story, it's a lot like what goes on today. But I introduced her to new stuff, too. There are these texts, rap lyrics that she really likes. You should see her, putting on a show and all, but the truth is, she actually likes it. It's the same thing with reading, right? I mean, it had to be properly explained to me. I'd want to try it. And that was it, man. I was on my way. He looks down. We've arrived. But it's pretty crazy, even so. I'm actually reading a book. I still can't believe it. I know how that feels. Look at my girlfriend. His eyes sparkle. Some chicks really change your life, don't they? He nods slowly. You pull up at the address given by your fare. He lets out a sigh. You know, man, I don't know why the hell I just told you all that. No worries. It'd be a real bummer, all these guys telling you their life stories. He passes you the money for the ride. I have to go. I punch in early tomorrow. He pauses, eyeing the time on the radio's LCD display. Or later on, I should say. Yeah, because it's like 4 in the fucking morning. Isn't it? Yeah. Right. Should I, Alright. Oh! Ah! See? Yeah, I want to see what's up with this one. Fucking Ada, the planet from Aliens. Oh my. That's not good. Huh. Alright, well, that's quite nice. Huh. Alright. I don't really want to read all that. At the foot of your door, just behind a drain pipe, you notice an envelope. It's thick and heavy. You can just make out your name written in thick black marker on the front. Your real name. It's from the cop. You take a deep breath and go inside. In the envelope, you find more information, just as Bussett promised. You lay them on the table. You look at the new evidence on the table. It'll take you a while to read everything carefully. You're suddenly overcome with the desire to sleep. You close your eyes, press your fingers to your eyelids, and let out a yawn. You sigh and get to work. Alright. That's a photo of the crime scene. Alright. Various shit. Oh, I have to manage my time. Oh, I didn't know that. Oh. Oh my. Oh. So the killer at one of these crime scenes. So I assume maybe I should like organize. So like maybe I should like organize these into like which victim it is. But I think these are all just like general. Okay, this is, and then this is victim 3. This is the 4th one. Let's like, I'm gonna like put these ones like down here. Victim 4 says killer victim. So the victim. Okay, this is actually quite cool. And then this one, of course, is just like general stuff, really, isn't it? Actually, like general stuff. It's these. Okay. See, now I'm fucking getting into this. Alright. So yeah, so I need, okay, so now I'm learning now. I need to save time at the end of each night to investigate the shit, because it takes time. So I need to give myself some extra time. With a heavy hand, you wipe your tired face. You slowly open the sofa bed and lie down. The events of the day run through your head. Greets the passengers, their faces, their problems. And that was it. That was night 2. So, this has been episode 2 of Night Call. We did some taxi rides. You know, I think we even had one ride with one of the suspects in the killer case, the judge. We have some more investigation spots that we can drive to. You know, pretty good. I'm liking this game. I'm liking this game, and I am interested to see what more will come of it. What more we will learn about the serial killer case that we have here on our hands. That we have, for some fucking reason, as a taxi driver, been tasked with investigating. Because apparently the cops can't fucking do it themselves. Dunno. Anyway. I have been me, you have been you, this has been Night Call. Thank you very much for watching. I will see everybody in the next episode. Hope you had a good time. Goodbye!